I know the thumbnail is not related to the chapter, but my god, nostalgia is awesome. Day 14 has officially begun, and what a sight for those who wait for the end result. For Shukai Plains, it's nearly the end game, and it couldn't be any more crucial for the two nations. Hi Shin Unit is now the center, so all the more pressures for them. Most importantly, their death flags raised has increased greatly. It's highway to hell. This was an engaging chapter with an ending that left me anxious and fear. The battle with Zhao's left wing and Qin's right wing is very crucial to the center army, practically the most defining battle of the war. That's a lot of pressures on Shin and everyone else. You think losing two commanders were enough? Osen has no intention to send any reinforcement to back up the right wing. I guess his one word, "ho," was enough for Shin to receive. Still worth it. Osen wants his army to remain fresh, yet some of his men don't understand why not send few. If that battle is so crucial, wouldn't he send reinforcements to fulfill their task? Then Remy feels that Osen can't afford to do so. Apparently, Osen can read his mind and reply back with the thought that Ribiko and others would feel the same way. Man, first he has two faces, now he can read minds? But seriously, he can read expressions well. Still scary. Anyway, it all rests on Shin's hand. The scenery shifts to Zhao's center army headquarters, as some are pondering why not send reinforcements. To them, they feel Osen is waiting for them to make a move that would decrease their men count. I like how they illustrate Osen as a demon waiting for any slight movement with those glares. He's still intimidating as hell for a guy who hasn't done one action in combat. This would have come off as the same feeling from Qin earlier. Zhao, however, has more of a cocky remark. Ribiko believes he is helping Osen by not sending any reinforcement. If he doesn't move, so will his enemy. It's basically a stalemate. Both sides are fresh to my knowledge, so both are in their prime or 100%. When it all boils down, the time to move relies on Shukai Plains' result. The victor will increase it to 120%, overwhelming the enemy. The battle for Ribiko and Osen is very near. I got chills thinking about the intensity. Kaina is recapping the situation at Shukai Plains, which boils down to this. Qin lost Ohan and Ako, no more rations, and Shin is the only top commander remaining. That is seriously bad, but it makes a good underdog story. With this setup, Ribiko has a smirk of cockiness, believing the end is inevitable for Qin. Talk about overconfidence. I can't wait to see his reaction when Shin wins. Speaking of reaction, there's nothing towards Gyo's dilemma. I assume the news hasn't broke out yet. Bottom line, Shin, we're all counting on you. The battle is tense with plenty of fatality panels and close calls. One page is filled with panels of Hi Shin Unit members killing and surviving. It's pretty tense. However, the real tension is the amount of death flags. You can say a good 80% of Hi Shin Unit have theirs raised. That's unnerving. As expected, 10 is floored by multiple reports left and right. At least she keeps her composure despite the tactic is begging for the enemy to kill them. What tactic? All offense, no defense. Unlike the last time with no tactic, this one forced everyone to go all out and not looking back. It's actually worse considering their condition. The flashback adds a lot of tension. 10 acts Shosa and N with a heavy responsibility. They are responsible for Hi Shin Unit's lives, for those two are capable to watch over based on their specialty. That sounds normal on paper, but my god, the actual scene is prepared to die difficulty mode. Calling it chaotic won't even cut it. What makes it terrifying is when 10 told them whenever there's a moment that is difficult to save them, abandon them. That is serious. It's not like 10 is trying to be cold or calling it quit Though maybe it was best to let her struggle mentally instead. But seriously, now that she recovered her courage, more or less, this tactic is now an option. Shosa and En have a ton of weights on their back, but they accepted this task. That tells me their death flag's height are the highest of them all. The scene shifts back to the present time, but it feels like a mockery, because now everyone begins to fall. So many bloodshed as En and Shosa are doing their part. It's a serious struggle. It's not completely bad news since Hi Shin Unit does have his own top-tier offense. Hihayo, Sosui, and Sugin Infiltrate are the powerhouse, sweeping the floor filled with Zhao's men. They're carrying the unit to press forward. Of course, we can't discount Shin himself with his badass display with that glaive. The whole tactic is suicidal and likely raise body count 3 times as much, but damn it, this is the unit. They will win at all costs. Speaking of unit, Yokoho hasn't made their move yet. Banyo watches Hi Shin Unit going out like mad men, but it's the only way to progress. At least he has been gaining respect for Shin. Development is a bliss. I can't say the same for him, for he and the unit is up against your own army. It appears his death flag is up in the air as well. It doesn't help that he also state that they will fight until they die. For Ohan's sake, I hope none of them dies. It would be awful if he learns his men died under his coma. Actually, one notable man did die, and he doesn't know yet. Don't raise the death count. The worst part of the chapter is the ending, because it leaves a very bad vibe. There's this uncomfortable feeling with Chogayu remaining calm, despite of some moments where he loses his top men. It's all good with him, and there is an underline of his words that could interpret it that he has a tactic yet to be exploited. Is there a trap waiting to be triggered? Something about his confidence face reeks of bad news. The downfall was close to happening with Bihei nearly killed. I mean, we had plenty of bodies hitting the floor, but not Bihei. Thankfully, Shosa and others save him right on time. The chapter ends somewhat abruptly, almost like the last 2 pages were swamped. Reading it again, it does leave an uncomfortable feeling that one of the veterans will die. Shosa looks winded, so we're off with a really bad sign. God, I don't like this at all. Overall, this was an engaging chapter that marks this battle as the defining one of them all. While center is the prominent battle, it relies heavily on Shukai Plains. The battle was tense but very concerning, with clear death flags above nearly everyone in the field. The visual is pretty solid, with very crowded areas displayed in a clear enough view. Chogayo remaining calm only adds gas to the fire, and with the way how it was building up, we may be in for another casualty. Hara, have mercy on the soul. And that will do it for the review. I hope you enjoyed this one. Somewhat off topic, but are you looking forward to the live action movie? I'm actually pretty hyped for the movie. Lately, Young Jump is getting a lot of live action. We got Tokyo Ghoul, and then a sequel, Kingdom, and even Kaguya Love is War, or Kaguya Wants to Be Confessed, or Kaguya-sama Wants to Be Confessed. A lot of live action, and so far, if we go with Tokyo Ghoul, maybe Young Jump and live action works well together. Then I demand go to Kamui. What do you think of this chapter? Share your thoughts in the comment section. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel, and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.